Hi, welcome to my second channel and I hope you are well. I am on my morning walk as I normally do in the morning, and there are a few things I like to talk to you about, a few questions on the channel I thought I answer in this walk this morning. One of the questions was, can I train myself giving lessons for my ADI Part 3 without getting my trainee license? So if I don't have my trainee license, can I still give lessons to prepare myself for ADI Part 3? The answer is yes, you can. But let me explain a little bit more so you understand, okay? Now, after you've done your theory test to become a driving instructor, also after passing your Part 2 test, you can apply to get a trainee license. And with the trainee license, you give lessons, you charge like any other driving instructor. So whether you're a trainee driving instructor or a full driving instructor, you charge for giving lessons because you have a trainee license. Now, if you don't have a trainee license, then you can't give lessons and charge. Okay, this is very important for you to understand. It is illegal for you to charge unless you are a driving instructor, whether you are a PDI or ADI. Okay, you have to be an ADI or a PDI to charge for driving lessons. Okay, so this is very important for you to remember that unless you have a trainee license, you can't charge for the lesson. Okay, so after your Part 1 and Part 2 to become a driving instructor, you can apply for your trainee license and you could give lessons. Okay, and you could charge for the lesson. But if you don't have a trainee license, maybe you've passed your ADI Part 1, which is the theory, and you've decided not to get the trainee license, that's fine. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't need the trainee license for you to become a ADI, for you to do your Part 3. You could just give lessons. You could just give lessons without having a trainee license to train yourself for your ADI Part 3, but you can't charge for the lesson. Okay, make sure you can't, because that will be illegal. Okay, so just to clarify, okay, after your ADA Part 1 and Part 2, you have a choice: get a trainee license, give lessons, charge for the lesson, and train yourself for your ADA Part 3. Or you don't have to get a trainee license, you could just give free lessons and train yourself for your ADI Part 3. Is that clear? I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand fully now, because many do ask me on my channel, is there any way you could train ourselves without having a trainee license? Yes, you can. You could give free lessons and train yourself for your ADI Part 3 without having a trainee license. Okay? So just to add one other thing on the trainee license, even if you are on your trainee license, I highly recommend for you to give free lessons to train yourself for your ADI Part 3. Sometimes when you're giving lessons and you're charging someone, sometimes it can be difficult for you to train yourself for your ADI Part 3. You can. I have shared on my last video how to do that. But even then, if you give free lessons, you could plan your lesson. You could plan your lesson according to the way you want. So even if you do have a trainee license, I would still give free lessons just to train myself for my ADI Part 3. Okay? And many actually, they worry too much about the ADI Part 3 test is because they think it's something, a mountain to climb. Well, it's not. As long as you get your head around what the test is all about, it's actually easy. Okay, I know it's easy for me to say because I'm a driving instructor for many years, but trust me, it's not actually that hard. But you have to get the head around what is the ADI Part 3 test. What is it? What is it that I need to do? What are they looking for? The sooner you know what the test is all about, sooner you understand, you get your head around what the ADI Part 3 test is all about, it becomes much easier. Because what I noticed is that their test is coming up and they're training for their Part 3. They just don't understand what the test is all about. They just haven't got a picture in their mind what the test is all about. They don't understand. And number one, I would say for you to do the training for your ADA Part 3 is to memorize the marking sheet of your ADA Part 3 test. Look at the marking sheet, look what they're looking for, study all of the things on the marking sheet. That way you know exactly what the examiner is looking for you to do in the test. So if I were you, I would study the marking sheet, I would go through the sheet, I would see what the examiner is looking for. That way you know exactly what the examiner is looking for, exactly what you need to do for you to pass the test. You probably will do good on few things and maybe bad on the other things. Is because you don't know what they're looking for. If you knew, you would have trained yourself to do better on those things as well, okay? So if I were you, I would go through the test, go through the marking sheet, and I would train myself, I would memorize, I would work on those things, what they're looking for, okay? Anyway, I hope this video helped. My work is nearly finished. Okay, that's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give a thumbs up. Do make a comment what you think of the video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.